Not the word I would use, but that's what we're doing.
Yeah, it's going to happen, and you're going to be there for it. Yeah. All right, we are live now, so I'm going to do the intro. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Triple Cross Podcast. We're talking hoops today. We're giving away NBA jerseys. Mason's wearing a Jimmy Butler shirt. Carter is wearing Cleveland stuff as always. I don't think he owns any other stuff. He only owns Cavs stuff. If you entered the Marcus Smart jersey giveaway, or not, probably those ones aren't the ones. You'd probably enter Jamal Murray or Bam Adebayo. But if you did enter Marcus Smart or Austin Reeves or Tyrese Maxey, we are giving that away today. We're doing our weekly jersey giveaway. We're going to talk about the finals. We're going to talk about ChatGPT's all-time top players. We're going to talk about all the things, and we are going to do that right after this.
The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Does that not sound like Casey's voice on the intro? How much are you paying the guy who did that?
It does
stop
sound
paying
like
him and have Casey re-record it.
Yeah, stop. Oh, all right. We need to start paying Casey. Everybody knows what to do in the chat. Sound off. Nuggets, Heat, Nuggets. This guy's just ready to go. He just wants to go. Let's go. Where are we going? I don't know. He's ready to go there. Nuggets, Nugs. Lots of Nuggets. Come on, Heat. All right, there we go. Austin Reeves, since he's got Swift's heart now. Ooh. Little Austin Reeves, Taylor Swift rumors. We're not covering those ones today. There's too much good stuff on the internet for us to be covering Austin Reeves and Taylor Swift. But yeah, sound off. Who do you got tonight? Nuggets, Heat. If you are here for a jersey winner announcement, we are doing that at the end of the episode. But the other thing we do on this episode is we do gift card giveaways for every 25 likes on the video. There are 74 people watching right now. That means if everybody liked the video, we could pretty much get to 3 gift card giveaways. It's 3 $25 gift cards. So $25 gift card for every 25 likes on the video. Make sure to get the likes up. And we will do $25 gift cards to DAP Sports, our partner who graciously partners with us on the gift card giveaways. There's jerseys there. You can get like jerseys. You can get signed helmets. If you're an NFL fan, you can get all kinds of swag, cards, whatever you're into, they got it. So get the likes up on the video and sound off in the chat. Let us know who you think is taking it home tonight. Casey, who is today's episode brought to us by? Are you ready for that?
John, today's episode is brought to our audience by none other than Manscaped. Manscaped. You know, I
made a tasty noise. I made a tasty noise about Manscaped. Manscaped.
Yummy, yummy.
Yum.
I mean, that's what the ladies will be thinking about you when you use your Manscaped products all over your body. I know that it looks like, I'm kind of a bearded guy, but since Manscaped became a sponsor, I've really taken their products to heart, and I'm proud to say I am completely hairless from the shoulders down.
Yeah,
guys. So
he keeps it tight below the neck. Everybody
looking real solid. And I got to admit, before I used it, I was really skeptical. I'm sad to say, I was in that clan where I've had beard trimmers. What the heck is the difference? Usually would rotate out, buy a new beard trimmer, use the old one as my, manscaping, for lack of a better term, trimmer.
So you just carved up your scrotum. That's what you were doing.
Well, after enough nicks, it kind of becomes almost bulletproof. And I thought that was the best kind of thing you could have. But as it turns out, there's a better life out there, guys. There's a better life out there. Manscaped and their incredible new lawnmower 4.0. It has this technology. It's skin safe technology. It won't nick your sack. It won't nick your shaft. It won't nick any part of your body. You could rub that thing across your eyeball, probably. Don't actually try that.
Don't do that.
Might damage your eyeball. So they didn't recommend we mention eyeball grooming, but you can use it everywhere else on your body, just about. You can even, opt in to get some of the crop reviver, which is a ball toner. And, you got to have your balls toned, guys. I don't know when the last time you had your balls toned, but again, it's a whole new world out there.
If you don't know what it is, then you need to try it. You got to ask. It's too expensive.
I can't explain to you how using ball toner feels other than it's majestic.
Just try it out. Yeah.
And Zion Williamson loves it.
He's a big fan. Yeah. And
that's it.
He's doing well. Zion polls, apparently.
And use code TRIPLE for 20% off. Don't forget that.
That's true. Oh, hey, beat me to it. Use that code TRIPLE. Save 20% off on your Manscaped purchase. That'll let them know that we sent you there, and that's just good for everybody. I highly actually recommend getting the whole Performance Package 4.0 because that's going to come with another tool specifically for your nose and ears and things like that. And along with the Crop Reviver, which is the ball toner, you also get the Crop Preserver. Once it's revived, you got to preserve those balls. That acts as like a ball deodorant and kind of a more lasting effect. Yeah. Guys, we don't have to live in like the 20th century anymore.
Yeah.
So meet us up in the 21st century. Triple Cross Podcast. Go to manscaped.com. Use the code TRIPLE. Save 20% off your order. Shablam!
That was a very entertaining ad read.
If that wasn't worth a like on the video, I don't know what was. I don't know what would be.
Get the likes up. Thanks to Manscaped. Obviously, when you use code TRIPLE, you get 20% off. You support us. We do lots of giveaways. That's what helps support these giveaways. So we definitely appreciate it.
And look at this. Somebody's like, let's go. Like, take care of your nuggets. Let's go.
Nuggets. Yeah, that's what they're talking about. Obviously, you got to take care of them. Antoinette.
Everybody to take care of your nuggets out there. So get the Nugget Reviver too.
Listen to Antoinette.
A lot of balls.
Sports pod, lots
of balls on a sports pod, okay, boys, let's talk about this. Everybody's arguing, which is natural. I mean, this series is tied at 1-1. It's a best of 5 series with the Heat with home court advantage now. So let's talk about this thing, and let's get into it with a little bit of a little crossing out or crossing up. Mason, who are you crossing out this week?
I'm crossing out Michael Porter Jr. He's shot the ball terribly this series off of wide open Nikola Jokic passes. And then after last game, Michael Malone basically drilled the team for their lack of effort. And it may as well have just been a text message to Michael Porter Jr. because we all know who he's talking about when he says not giving effort on defense and passing the ball.
Right. Yeah, Michael Porter Jr., I don't know if he knows what passes are. He's like, oh, you mean those things I catch before I shoot it? Yeah. I know about those. Yeah.
Michael, get back on defense, Porter Jr.
Michael, bring your own ball, Porter Jr.
And then bring your own ball and make sure you use Manscaped on it. And then the one time he tries to play defense all game is like in the clutch and he just fouls Bam, right? And like sends him to the line for an and one. Yeah. Bad play by Michael Porter Jr. They don't really have something to replace him on the depth chart, so he just needs to play better, honestly. Marla, thank you for asking. How do I win the jersey? I know people are kind of coming in, filtering in. We are announcing the jersey winner at the end of the episode. So just you're already entered. If you know about the jersey, if you got a text message, you're entered. So that is how that goes. Carter, who you crossing out?
I'll start with my crossing up.
You want to start with your crossing up?
Yeah. So crossing up, I'm going to cross up the Denver Nuggets because in their Game 2 loss, Miami shot a cool 50% from 3. And I think after Michael Malone further lays into Michael Porter Jr., that percentage should go down. They shouldn't get as many wide open looks and convert on as many wide open looks. Yeah. And they should just be the better team for the remainder of the series. Unless Jimmy flips the switch, that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. It could, though, unless
it could.
That's a big unless, actually. Really, that's a major unless.
Unless he's still hurt.
I will start with my crossing up, and I will say I'm crossing out. I am crossing out. I
need to cross out still.
Yeah. No, we just go one at a time. Mason only did his crossing out.
You only did his crossing out? Okay. I didn't do my transition one yet.
Sorry.
That's why I changed
the order. It's okay.
All right, my bad.
I'll start with my crossing out, and I will cross out the LeMaverick rumors. There are trade rumors that there are rumors that Kyrie is reaching out to LeBron and saying, hey, you should come play for the Mavericks, and also we'll keep Luka in this whole shebang, and then we will have a LeBron, Luka, Kyrie, and who else? They actually just won't have any other players once they do this, because in order to get it done, it is technically possible, but they would have to trade Tim Hardaway Jr., they'd have to trade Maxi Kleber, and they'd have to trade Davis I think his name's Davis Bertans, which I'm sure the Mavericks would love to get rid of Davis Bertans and the contract he's on. But why the Lakers would do that trade, I have no idea. The only possible reason they would is because it's a players league, and it's more than it's a players league. It's a LeBron league. And if LeBron demanded they do it, then maybe he could get it done. So I suppose that if Kyrie is convincing enough, I don't know how convincing of a guy Kyrie is, but I'm crossing it out. It just seems unlikely to me. It seems kind of like a publicity. Seems like somebody leaked that to the media so that there'd be so that LeBron could be relevant since he's not in the finals. He's not used to people not talking about him in June, guys. He really likes being talked about most of the months of the year, and it's hard for him right now that he's not being talked about. So that's what I'm crossing out. Mason, go ahead.
Can I add to that?
Go ahead.
My shot in the dark for the Kyrie saying he's recruiting LeBron to Dallas and he's also saying he wants to shut down any rumors about him wanting to go to LA. Maybe he's trying to put out the story first that I tried to get LeBron to come here, it didn't work, so I just went there, and then the Kyrie destroys franchises narrative dies down a bit. He's like, I tried my best. I did what I could.
Yeah, it's thin. Kyrie's the one who's a free agent,
Yeah.
But yeah, I get you. Maybe Kyrie's playing chess out here, guys. He's playing chess. He's like, I just don't want to be hated anymore. LA is not if Kyrie can let his real personality come out in Texas, you know what I mean? Like, why go to LA if you're Kyrie? Mason, who are you crossing up, or what are you crossing up?
I'm crossing up American soccer, actually, because Messi just signed with
non-American football. Gotcha.
Yeah, American non-American football.
Yeah,
because Messi just signed with the football club in Miami, and I don't know all that much about soccer, but
are they Miami FC?
They're Inter Miami or something like that. It's just pretty simple.
Right.
And I don't know a lot about soccer, but I know that I loved last year's World Cup. So I'm hoping, maybe Messi kind of sparks a love for kids in America. And then by 2026, we're heading for a World Cup title ourselves.
Here's what I need to know from the chat. Is anybody a soccer person here? Because I tried. I really legitimately tried to watch World Cup. It is so hard.
No way.
It's so hard to watch.
I watched Team USA.
I tried to watch Team USA. I'm like, hey, how about some nationalism, John? It is so hard to watch them run around and kick a ball for 90 minutes and end the game 0-0. Like, it is difficult to watch.
Nothing about
like watching I can't watch.
Nothing is better than waking up at 6 a.m. just to watch nobody score any goals and yelling at your TV while Bald Eagle chimes in the background. There's nothing better.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't get with soccer. I think what could do well in the US is indoor soccer, because the games score higher and it's tighter and stuff like that. But yeah, I can't get on board with soccer. I'm sorry. Soccer's actually really big in here in Utah, because one, there's a MLS team, and two, a bunch of people here have been on missions, or they've spent 2 years in a South American country, and really a lot of other countries, but a lot of them go to South America. So they kind of get into soccer. And so it's big here, but I'm not on board. I can't do it.
John, I don't want to see you celebrating when we win the World Cup in 2026. Then I want you to stay on.
I won't have watched. I want
you to stay on that side.
I'll be like, hey, good for us. Apparently we don't suck.
You fake American.
All right, Carter. I think you owe us a crossing out, right?
Yeah, my crossing out is Cody Zeller's minutes. Those should be gone as of the start of Game 3. And be distributed to the rest of the roster. Let me pull up the graphic here. The Miami Heat in, I think, 15 Cody Zeller minutes are minus 19 points. And then with 81 minutes with him on the bench, they're plus 8. So they get outscored by over a point a minute when Cody Zeller's on the floor. So I think Spo will put an end to that tonight.
I got you. So that rolls right into my... We plan this, as everyone can probably tell. That rolls into right into my crossing up, which is this man right here. Yep, I downloaded the highlights so we could watch them. Here's every Kevin Love play. Nope, this is the wrong highlights. Sorry, guys.
Every Kevin Love play should start super early. He was
Kevin
great
Love
in the first
play
minute
from Kevin Love starting.
Cavalier legend.
The Cavalier legend, Kevin Love. Yeah, I'm crossing out Kevin Love, man. Give me more Kevin Love. I need more cowbell. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. It was mostly rebounds. He played 22 minutes. He got 10 rebounds. He got like 6 points. He got that steal right there.
Looking athletic and young.
Kevin Love hands right there. Like just crafty veteran stuff. He does have one coming up where he missed a shot from the corner, got his own rebound, shot a floater, also missed that. But hey, he got a rebound. He got a rebound out of it. Assisting back to Jimmy Butler.
Little touch pass.
I don't know.
Jimmy Butler doesn't get that bucket without a pass.
That's right. So this is the one.
All Kevin Love.
Kevin Love rebound, shoots again, misses.
Misses a layup, misses again.
Almost gets his
good
own
effort.
Again.
Great hustle.
Look at the
Heat
hustle.
culture.
Hey, yeah, he embodies Heat culture. The plus minus from Kevin Love was way better. It was way better than the plus minus from Cody Zeller. Give Kevin Love all those Cody Zeller minutes. That said, here's one. There's
knockdown, baby.
Knock that down.
Nice step. Bang. That's one of his 2 made shots.
That was
yes,
that.
Sir.
That's a Kevin Love special right there. That's a veteran special. Give him that 3. Give Cody Zeller or give Kevin Love all those Cody Zeller minutes. I don't know if Kevin Love can play them. Like maybe his body doesn't hold up. But he needs them.
Whatever rest minutes he needs, they can just give to me. I'll go out there. I'll guard Jokic.
Yeah, they don't. Also, they won. So hey, starting Kevin Love worked on some level. On some level, it worked. One might argue that it worked. I'm watching the chat, and this is a pretty good time. So Adam,
I was starting to figure out what's going on.
Adam used to watch soccer. In case you're wondering, some people watch soccer for World Cup, but I like that because this show we like have all the fans. It's not like a Nuggets show or a Heat show, or it's not any specific fandom show. We've got everybody. So Joker would foul out in the first quarter if they would call all the fouls he does. David, go watch another sport. You're goofy. So just all the trash talk happening. What are you laughing at, Mason?
It's all good, Adam. I'm ex-submariner. I can take it. It's just taking me out for some reason.
He's an ex-submariner. David is an ex-submariner, everybody.
It's going to be tough if you're going to go being a
And also,
submarine.
it's David Schofield, so that's probably Admiral Schofield's burner. So we know he watches the show.
That's true. Adam is a crossing guard. Just heads up, he is one of our moderators. So if he is telling you to tone it down in the chat, that means you got to tone it down in the chat. Awesome Angel and David are going at it though.
Keep crying.
Good time,
David.
Angel. You keep crying, David. Oh, classic internet stuff. I love we get really tied up in our teams. I think it's really easy for us because none of our teams are in still. So we're just like, oh, look at all these other fans being mean to each other. Like it really matters. It really matters when it's your team. I get it.
I mean, if it was a Cavs and Warriors finals,
if it was a Cavs and Jazz finals, we wouldn't be doing this podcast together. I'd be like, you guys aren't invited. Yeah. I don't know.
Or maybe if it's a Cavs and Warriors fan, I probably don't laugh at Casey's Manscaped read off.
Yeah,
I probably sit there like,
F Casey.
If you don't laugh at that, you're not human. I don't know.
Yeah, no, Casey's Manscaped. It's unlaughable. Exactly. I've been doing a lot of double negatives today.
There you go.
Not great. He have killed many fans' hopes and dreams. David just keeping his foot on the pedal. Everyone is made. I think she meant to say
that
mad.
Ex-submariner culture.
I think she meant to say mad, but everyone is made because the Nuggets proved a lot of people wrong. I think both teams, right? I mean, the Heat have already beat the team to beat twice. Yeah, probably the Heat more than Nuggets this year. But like the Heat have already beat. I think I saw Brian Windhorst say like earlier today. He's like, I feel sorry for anybody trying to predict games that the Heat are playing in. Like, how do you predict what's going? They've been like 9-point underdogs so many times during the playoffs, and then won outright. They've only been favored once, and outside the
lost
Knicks
that, right?
And they lost that one outside the Knicks series. I think they had a couple where they're favored there, but like, the Heat are just odds wreckers. Vegas must be. I wonder if Vegas is getting ripped on this Heat run. You know what I mean?
Definitely not. People were definitely hammering the Celtics when the Heat were going
That's
up.
true. Vegas never loses. Vegas never.
Nope.
Loses. Yeah,
never ever.
That's the point. All right. So next we are going to do a new segment. It's a new segment, everybody. We should have like a sound effect for new segments. Okay. There we go. That's the sound effect.
Perfect.
New segment. It is called tentatively named NB Internet. It's like NBA, but the internet. Yeah. There's just so many good NBA things this week that happened that weren't finals related. But I'll start with something that is somewhat finals related. And Casey, I'll let you put us into the right view for this one. But I'm just going to pull up the video and we're going to watch it.
Joker, another great game, 41 points, 11 rebounds, but only 4 assists. What do you make of that stat?
What Miami did tonight, they said, all right, we're going to make Jokic a scorer. Let's take away other people. I can see them in their coaches meeting saying, Murray's the head of the snake. But when you play a team, you sort of realize he's going to dominate no matter what we do. So we got this as the head of the snake. And I think they just decided Murray's the guy we got to stop. So you start Love, put Jimmy Butler on Murray.
There was a point where they went to that matchup zone. And I was saying, put Jimmy Butler on Murray. You keep Bam on Joker, having Bam with us in the Olympics. Bam can guard anyone. But it keeps those guys in front. And now you're not getting the backdoor cuts. Joker's not getting 10 assists. And it forces everybody to struggle.
Against every team, in the playoffs, you're just trying to take them out of rhythm. We always use the Belichick line, make them play left-handed, trying to take a team's strengths, take that away and make them do something.
Okay. Thoughts on that. So I'll start this off and I'll say, we're not going to have another video for a second here. So we're going to go back to this. Who else? So Jokic had 41 points, 11 rebounds, but only 4 assists. How many commentators said that? There's not a single other player that would get criticized for that stat. Like nobody would even notice if someone else scored 41, got 11 rebounds and only got 4 assists. Like that actually makes a lot of sense. Like you scored a lot. How would you have gotten the assist? With
John,
Jokic,
quit bailing him out. It was a shit night. He obviously can't play basketball. He's no good.
Were like, what? How did he only get 4 assists? What is
I don't think people are hating on Jokic as much as they're crediting the Heat / hating on the wide open shooters for the Nuggets.
Right. Yeah. Because that was the other thing is that he did have some dimes that just didn't get finished. What do you think that's what it was? Do you think the Heat scheme specifically was like, we got to take one thing away. Let's take away the passing. Or do you think it was just that a lot of the shots didn't get finished. And it was maybe kind of their scheme. I don't know.
Well,
I think it's getting overplayed.
Bo was saying that's an untrained eye type of take. So.
Yeah.
Well, it's also the Nuggets this season were 34-5 in games that Jokic recorded over 10 assists, and they're 0-3 in this playoff runs in games that he scored over 40. So there is some truth to it, absolutely. But also at the same time, those games you're losing, he's not getting to 10 assists, even if he's still passing is good. You're probably losing just because they aren't making shots.
Yeah, it's not because he's not passing.
Because as much as you try to say, okay, let's make Jokic a scorer, his elite playmaking ability doesn't go anywhere. You're not going to be perfect on all 4 other guys for every single possession. So I do agree it's best to try to take away Jokic's playmaking, but I feel like it's getting blown out of proportion. It's not like the Heat can just be like, oh, don't let Jokic pass. It's not like it's that. It's not like it's
hold his arms down.
Then he will score every single possession, and you're going to have a hard time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just – I don't know. It's kind of they're a lot better of a team when he passes, but that's just the type of player Jokic is and the type of team the Nuggets are.
I think pulling stats like that, and I'm not trying to criticize you here, Mason, but pulling stats like that where it's they're 0-3. What do you say? 0-3 when he scores over 40, and their record's really good when he has over 10 assists, right? Mm-hmm. Pulling stats like that there's 2 things there. One, it's actually an incredibly small data set. 0-3, 3 games is not a big data set at all. 2, there's a big correlation is not causation thing, right? Mm-hmm. It's when he has under 10 assists, is it because like you said, it's not because he's not passing, it's because they're not making shots. And when they're not making shots, they're not winning games, right? So it's not because they're taking the pass away. It's because they have a bad shooting night. Carter, thoughts?
That's why I was saying
he's gonna get them a good look every single possession. So if he can get 2 feet away from the rim, he's gonna shoot it. And then if someone helps, then he's gonna pass it. It's 2 or 3 points if the good look goes in every time, basically.
Also, a couple other subtleties there. So, go ahead, Casey.
Yeah, sorry, I was halfway paying attention, checking out something in the chat. But did anybody also mention that he scored a shit ton of points, which also takes away some of the opportunity to get assists?
Right.
Too?
That's what I was kind of saying at the beginning. Is that it's like no one else would get criticized for only having 4 assists when they scored 41 points. Like that's How would they get any assists? It's just Jokic.
Like, there's only so many baskets made on one side of the court.
He made a bunch of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think a couple other kind of subtleties there is it's a little bit of a subtle jab that Spo says it's an untrained eye take because it was Steve Kerr with the take, right? So little subtle, little shot across the bow there. I
did like that he used a football reference. Like
I know.
Bill I mean,
Casey was like, I feel at home now.
Come on. I just mean like for an NBA coach that's like, you know, so prestigious.
I think Steve Kerr is one of the best people in interviews. Like he has so many analogies like that. But here's our favorite line. Like I said, as a Celtics fan,
that's fair.
As a Blake fan, you can never count out Mr. Buckets. Yeah,
they did just play him.
Yeah, they did. I get it.
And he's not like it's not like he was saying like, oh, as a Celtics fan, Marcus Smart sucks. You know, he was saying he was just giving credit where it's due.
Yeah.
What would be the Game of Zone scenes right now with Jimmy Buckets? Would he just have like different like players' heads on spikes like, outside the
it would be like
of Heat?
Yeah, I guess like what because he was. I mean, they didn't actually have a character.
Well, he was like a maniac on that show, right? Wasn't that his whole?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, he'd be like an probably because he was like an evil maniac. He'd be like a evil version of Arya Stark at this point, just freaking taking heads, not caring at all. You know,
that's it.
There'd definitely be a lot of Big Face Coffee references all over his castle too.
Why'd they stop that? That was one of my favorite things to watch.
Yeah,
lame, bro.
Let's restart it. There's been some attempts at, and none of them are good. Rose says Heat coach said it was a ridiculous question to ask about Joker not having double-digit assists. Did he just say that to avoid the question? Was it Michael Malone who said that? Did he say it was ridiculous?
No, Spo.
And it is ridiculous because like it's like how we already said, like he's making these passes. It's just obviously
they're just not getting finished.
Is missing.
Yeah.
Like
you got to finish the dimes.
Yeah, that's why like I brought up those numbers because I can see why I was saying like I can see why people feel that way and how there is like a little bit of truth in it, but it like they're nothing without the context of understanding how the game is working. You know.
Yes. Abby, we get it. Game is starting. We actually have our private community that will do our giveaway, our gift card giveaways at the end. We will be running a game stream on there. So we will be going there pretty shortly. Justin, you are not late. We are doing the jersey winner announcement at the end of this episode. We'll just run maybe a little into the first quarter. We got started a little bit late. Sorry about that. All right. MB Internet. Next segment here. This is where it starts to get a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. This is where it starts to get a little bit more ridiculous. Josh Hart has finally broken the silence. He's finally broken the silence on the breast milk thing. So if you guys missed it, this was a Josh Hart tweet. I think maybe like a week ago. He said, "Have y'all ever tasted y'all's significant other's breast milk? Asking for a friend."
Real tweet.
Real tweet. Yep. Yeah. Fully admits to it. How often do you think, like, what percentage of the time when people say asking for a friend, are they actually asking for a friend? It's like zero.
So like that's like the joke, isn't it?
Sometimes I actually am asking something for a friend, and I'm like, I'm just gonna not say that.
That's what you got to say. Asking for myself.
I'm asking for myself. Yeah.
Personally.
No.
Put Antoinette's comment on the screen. That's a good one.
Antoinette. I have tried my own breast milk. Well, he wasn't asking that, but that's actually another thing. So now Josh Hart in this next video, actually, let's come back to that. I want to come back to that, Antoinette. Stick around for a second because I have a question for you. So Josh Hart has now broken the silence. Taylor Rooks asked him about it in an interview. Yeah, Casey, you can put us in the view again.
You've told us a little bit about how we got to the trying breast milk conversation, but I need a play-by-play. It's how we got there and then also why you decided to tweet about it.
So 85% of new dads at least wonder what breast milk tastes like. We had family over that day, and they asked me, they're like, have you tried changing breast? I'm like, no, I haven't tried it. But if I ever do, you know, I want the whole charade. I want to be burped. I want to be cradled. I want everything. Somehow I got finessed into doing like a blind tasting. So we had like almond milk, a creamer, and breast milk. Tried it, obviously, and it was vanilla flavored almond milk. That's how it tasted. I literally took the blindfold off after I tasted it. I'm like, damn, this is actually like, it's not bad. It doesn't taste bad. I was like, this got to be the breast milk. And like, I just knew because like, it tasted the best out of all of them. So then I was just like, you know, I'm gonna tweet it and just see what people think.
This man's a liar.
He said it tasted the best, so I just knew. What?
Okay,
man's a liar.
Before we get into any of it, sorry guys, excuse me. I just got DIQ. You entered at a weird time, man. Yeah. All right.
Where did he pull 85% from?
Yeah. That was the first thing I wanted to say. So Antoinette, a second ago, you said you've tried your own breast milk. Josh Hart says 85% of men are curious about what breast milk tastes like. I think that's made up. Antoinette, you make up your own stat. What percent of women are curious about what their own breast milk tastes like?
That number's got to be low.
It's higher. It's higher, I guess. It's 90%. It's 86%.
Well,
you think it's higher?
Most of them have tried it, probably, just so they're not curious anymore. Like, so low percent.
Wait, you think most of them have tried it? What percent have tried it?
That's less weird, all right? Because if you're the one handling the meeting, that's less weird to like test it, taste it, make sure it's the right temperature, kind of thing. Those kinds of things. If you're the guy, 85. Okay, that guy was just building a case for it not being weird that he likes his wife's breast milk.
Yeah, I like that he said too that I knew it was the breast milk because it tasted the best.
The 85%, the I got finessed, the I was blindfolded, it was a blind taste test.
That's not how it went down
at all. He went, let me try this.
Yeah.
Damn, that's good.
I'm not gonna. I don't think he drank it out of a cup. I mean,
that was a bottle. I was trying to.
He said he wanted the whole charade, so it definitely went straight from the source.
It was straight from the source. Felicia, I'm sorry this is your first time here. We're doing a new segment. You're just here for it.
Breast milk segment.
Ty says, but I mean, have you though? Yeah, I have when I was a baby. Not my
significant other.
My mom.
Did you date your mom, bro?
No. Yeah. So Josh Hart, I don't know. Josh Hart breast milk thing. Antoinette, I'm still waiting for this answer. What percentage of women?
It's sweet like coffee creamer.
Yeah. No, well, that's what Josh Hart said too. It's like a sweeter version of almond milk. He says.
Rose agrees.
Also, I'm guessing all women don't have the same taste in their breast. Like it's got to be influenced by like what they eat and stuff.
Yeah, right? I was thinking it'd be like influenced by what you eat.
It's actually sweet like coffee creamer. All right, cool. Josh Hart breast milk take. I don't know, but we got more Josh Hart. Don't worry, Josh Hart's not done. NB internet is full of Josh Hart. So, also we have to get Stephen A's reaction to Josh Hart's thing.
Josh Hart sent out some kind of tweet or whatever asking folks if we'd ever taste breast milk. Breast milk. That's what he said. Now, I've never been inclined to taste breast milk. I like breast. You don't have to be a baby to like breast. Matter of fact, one could easily argue there are adults who like breast more than babies. However, breast milk is a different matter. He asked that question. I'm like, I mean, damn, Josh, what the heck?
So Stephen A not on board with the Josh Hart take. Ty says he can always respect a scientist like Josh Hart. Yeah, I mean, this is an experiment. Blind taste test. We got more Josh Hart in MB internet. So
cross out drinking breast milk.
Yeah, that's a poll. That's a poll. Do we have a poll already?
I'll set it up.
Right. Yeah.
Food to the lead. Breast milk.
Yeah, who's the breast milk of the NBA? It's gotta be Josh Hart. It's gotta be Josh Hart.
Wait, what if you made like a breast milkshake? Like that might work.
It's like almond milk.
You're gonna run your significant other dry, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, baby. No food
unless
tonight.
You got twins. I mean, yeah. Okay, so there's also been Dame trade rumors. Somebody asked Dame about them. The three spots. Well, anyway, there's a video. I'll just show the video.
Everybody keeps saying Damian Lillard is going to be traded to the Knicks. Damian Lillard's going to be traded to the Heat. Damian Lillard should be traded to the Celtics. Damian Lillard's going to be traded to the Nets. If one of those trades went through out of those teams, which one will you be like, that's not too bad?
Miami, obviously. Miami is the obvious one. And Bam is my dog. Bam is my dog for real. But I mean, I think Miami the obvious one. Brooklyn is obvious one. Is another obvious one because Mikal Bridges is my dog too. So I mean, and both are capable.
All right, so Bam says, so Dame says, yeah, Bam's my dog.
No weird stuff, but Dame is just too cool. Like
Dame is smooth. He is smooth.
Too
Also, that interviewer, I don't know who that guy, what his name is, but his fake laugh is too much. It's too much. He's too over the top with it. Dame did not even really say anything that funny. But yeah, he is just too cool. But we got Josh Hart coming back again because if you notice, there were three trade rumors. There's Miami, Brooklyn, and New York where Josh Hart plays. So Josh Hart chimes in and says, damn, I thought I was your dog too, at Dame Lillard.
They're former teammates too.
I know. He's like, come on, dude. I thought I was your dog. Dame specifically avoided saying anything about New York. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, that is that. Okay, last thing in NBA internet, and then we're going to move on.
Yes. Favorite part.
Yeah, your favorite part. All right. So last thing in NBA internet is this right here. Do a little share screen. If you haven't seen this, somebody asked ChatGPT who the top 50 players of all time are. I'll go out to 40. Well, they only showed 40, so we're going to show that. Top 40 players of all time, according to ChatGPT. We got Scottie Pippen at 40. We got, all that going on.
Oh, this got blown up on Twitter. Oh my God.
Did. But if you'll notice, we got our top 10 here. So we got Wilt, Chuck, Magic, Steph, Kareem, Bird, Shaq, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. All makes sense. But at number 6, the one, the only, known for his height, we found out, standing 6'8" tall, known for his height around the league, Dolph Schays. Well, I want to know, without Googling him, who in the chat can tell me the most about Dolph Schays? Because we're going to watch some highlights. That's what we're going to do. Watch some Dolph Schays highlights because we didn't know about him. We have a little segment coming up after this. We are going to do a 1v1 tournament. But what I needed to know before we could get into this 1v1 tournament was, does Dolph Schays actually belong in the tournament?
God, the font is so good. They did not realize how perfect that was.
Dolph Schays, does he belong in the all-time 1v1 tournament? Because there's some stiff competition, and he is the 6th seed, which would match him up against Shaq in the first round. So he would have a Dolph Schays.
Shaq can't guard him out there.
Shaq 1v1 matchup. So we got Dolph Schays highlights. We got to decide if he belongs. He played what years did he play in? Did you guys look this up?
Like 50s.
Yeah.
I mean, the
1850s
footage.
It was like 46 to
Look
59.
at that. Did you see that corner 3 there? That was a corner.
I was like,
Here's
the floater. Here's the floater. Look at the floater.
Hey,
that was a one leg and everything. Yeah, people were probably like, "What at 6'8"? How can you? Why is he shooting so far away?
From 9 feet away?
He doesn't even get extra points for shooting.
Oh, trailer.
Trailer.
Is that Steph Curry?
Oh
my God.
Doesn't even have his feet even. He doesn't even.
The Sixers were the Sixers were the Warriors of the 50s.
Look at how they dribble.
Another trailer.
Slowing down.
Another. This is their play.
Look at that elite defense. That's a 3. That's a 3.
Steps on the line with his front foot.
The stagger step into it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
pass.
That was
the
a
coolest pass of the 1950s right there.
Yeah, that was. Yep.
Dude, their dribbling form is getting me. I mean,
hey.
They're doing the 50s low dribble. Ooh, that was a left hand. That was a left hand from Dolph. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
On the back cut. Look at that. Fundamentals. Look at that guy's hairline, by the way. He's like, how old do you think that guy is?
That's Alex Caruso's dad.
Contested.
Grandpa. Dolph Schays, known for his
In
height.
the post. In the post.
I think he might be left-handed.
Oh,
this new coolest pass in the 50s.
Oh, they definitely investigated him for wizardry after that game.
Like, behind your head? How did you even know he was there?
What?
Oh man, I don't know, man.
NBA TV was a thing.
That existed?
No, I think
No
NBA
way.
TV owns the
Or
rights
did
to
they
that.
yeah.
No, NBA TV was NBA was barely a thing, dude.
I was gonna say, I was like, what?
Ooh, he bobbled that and everything. Got his own
hey!
board.
Looks
That
like
was
Kevin
a
Love out
Follow your
there.
shot.
This guy was the Joker of the 50s.
Oh,
Ooh,
and the
Oh,
cut?
baby.
no look. Ball fake to the rack with the left.
Hey.
Fundamentals. I mean,
That
look,
might have
this
been a
guy
double.
looks
Pass
like
fake.
this guy looks like he could have been the best player on my AAU team for sure. I mean, I don't know. So here's the thing. If we give him the 6th spot, we get Shaq in the first round.
Shaq can't guard from 8 feet out like that.
That's true. But if we don't give him the 6th spot, I'm making a executive decision that the 6th spot goes to Wilt.
I like it.
What we have to decide is who deserves the 6th spot. Is it Dolph? Dolph Schays, known for his height. What were his nicknames again? He looked up his nicknames.
No hands, the rainbow girl or some shit.
The rainbow
Rainbow Kid, No Hands, and Dolly.
The Rainbow Kid.
The Rainbow
I like
Kid.
the kid. I like the Rainbow Kid. Yeah, Dolph, the Rainbow Kid, Schays, or Wilt Chamberlain. Casey, what do you think? Who gets that 6th spot?
Are we doing a vote between us or in the chat?
Well, we
let's
already
see
have
what
one
we
going in the
think.
chat.
Let's see what we think.
I mean, like for who wins the rounds.
I mean, just for comedy.
yeah. So that one
38%.
specifically, we actually might have to punt that till next time,
Okay.
because we still have another game to do and the actual game started. So, we might have to punt that till next time. But I will leak the bracket. As of now, I've got Wilt in the spot.
I like Wilt.
But I will. Yeah, I'll give you guys a little bracket leak.
If it's a chat
I'll
vote,
vote
I kind of want Dolph
for
Schays.
comedy. For comedy, I'll go Shays or the Laser and put it on Carter.
Schays.
I want Dolph Schays if it's like a chat vote and they get the opportunity to make Dolph Schays beat Shaq, then
All right, yeah. This is the bracket. So
Okay.
it would I put Wilt there now, but maybe so you want Schays, Casey wants Schays. I want Wilt specifically because I think Wilt has an argument for being the GOAT, and I think Wilt is good in a 1v1 format. So I think what's going to have to happen, we'll do this next time. We'll do this content next time. We'll do the 1v1 chat GPT all-time top players 1v1 tournament next time. But I think what needs to happen now is we need to end our old poll. You got to tell us what people think about Josh Hart, and then we got to start a new poll. Is it Dolph Schays or is it Wilt?
I'm all over it. I just pulled up the poll, the drinking breast milk poll. Cross it up or cross it out or the two answers. And when I pulled it up, it was one answer. And in the next 10 seconds, it shifted. It is a tight race. I think, it shifted in the time. It was cross it up, actually.
Ooh.
But
you
now,
got some freaks in the chat.
52 to 48, it is actually cross it out.
Cross it out. No, they're not. They're not here. The official result is cross it out. Josh Hart, you're weird. Stop drinking breast milk. Stop trying to play it off like, oh, it's no big deal. 85% of men are curious about it. Where did he get that stat? He just pulled it out of nowhere. Yeah.
Well, now I'm enticed now. I might be part of that percent now.
Well, yeah. I mean, you got some time to wait.
I've
But
been convinced.
Yeah, that's propaganda.
Hit up Zion.
That's propaganda.
Hit up Zion. He's got a new baby mama.
Yeah.
Pretty soon he'll be probably selling like
the alleged squirter.
Babies. The alleged squirter.
Who wants to try
It's
the
not what you
alleged
think.
squirter's breast milk?
It's not what you think, It's he's gonna be selling Williamson breast milk on the eBays, on the interwebs. All right, Casey, you got a game.
It's like gumbo.
Little round of
Yes.
heat check, and then we will do a jersey winner announcement. Hey, quick reminder, we are doing $25 gift cards to DAP Sports for every 25 likes on the video. If you haven't liked yet, get the likes up. If you're here for the jersey giveaway winner announcement, we are doing that after a quick game of heat check. I'm making Casey a workhorse today. I'm like, do a poll, bring up the game, do it all.
We're all good. We're all good. All right, guys, if you were here last week, Mason, you weren't, but a lot of our viewers were here last week. This one's going to be very familiar. I thought an interesting twist to heat check this week. Last week, by the way, we did playoff wins by franchise.
I like twist.
And it went pretty well. It was a pretty close match between John and Carter. So this week, I decided to partially take the lazy way out because this was quicker to make. But This time around, we're doing playoff losses.
Mm.
Little different. Little different.
Playoff loss. Dude, this is hard.
Yeah.
Is it the same teams? Did you do the same teams in order?
It is pretty much the same teams. I mixed a few around just to kind of make it. And I had to remove one because there's 3 of you playing, so I needed something divisible by 3. So just so we can have a fair match, that's what we did here. I'll keep score.
Yep.
Down here. All right, guys. So what I need to know is who wants to go first? Who's feeling it? Actually, I shouldn't have shown this first. Get out of here.
Last time I took first, so I got punished for it. So I might just let someone.
Does anybody want? I'll take first if nobody wants it.
Carter, ball's in your court, man.
I'm good.
First.
All right. Who wants second after John?
I can go second. We can keep it simple.
All right. We'll go in the order. Counterclockwise around the screen. All right.
Yes.
John. Starting with the Denver Nuggets.
So I remember this one because I remember it from the clip, and the Wizards have more playoff wins than the Nuggets. So I got to think it's a volume thing, in that the Wizards have just like played a bunch more games. So I'm going to go with Wizards on this one. I think they have more playoff losses than the Denver Nuggets. 132 playoff losses is a lot, though. I think that's more wins than they have.
John thinks the Nuggets. Oh, by the way, I didn't really explain the game if you haven't seen it before. We'll rotate a new team to the bottom every time. It's pretty easy. The Nuggets have 132 playoff losses. John, do the Washington Wizards have more or less? Your answer is
less.
You think the Wizards have less? Didn't you just say more?
You said more before.
Oh yes, more. Yeah, that's
more losses.
Oh, this is confusing. I think they have less wins. I think they have, or no, that I think they have more losses. They have more losses.
John, the Denver Nuggets have 132 playoff losses.
Do you think the Washington Wizards have more or less?
Hold on.
You sound Jason.
Your mic is really bad.
My mic is?
Okay, Casey's muted now. Okay, Casey's mic went wild.
Everybody's awake now.
Oh man,
Casey's mic, you guys gotta. I'm losing it. All right.
Oh,
Casey's mic just went wild. I think the Wizards have.
Are we better?
Yeah, you're better. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I don't know what happened there.
Woo!
I mean, apparently it was hilarious. I mean,
Antoinette in the chat says, "What just happened?"
Oh, you have to watch
question
that
we all
back.
have.
You're gonna be You're not gonna believe what has happened when you watch that back.
That was Mason just gave you a clickbait, like watch back lead in, and it won't disappoint. I think the Washington Wizards have more playoff losses than the 132 that the Denver Nuggets have.
John says more. The answer is more.
Hey,
138. It is close. This is going to be a little different than last time around. Ooh. So it goes to Mason. That's 1 point for John. You'll all get 5 rounds. Mason, next one up here. Washington Wizards have 138 playoff losses. Do the Miami Heat have more or less?
The Heat have had a ton of recent playoff success. It basically feels like they're in the playoffs all the time, but they're such a new franchise. I'm going to say less than 138 playoff losses.
He says less, and the answer is less. But it was close. All right, that's 1 point for John and Mason. Next up is Carter. Carter, the Miami Heat have 125 playoff losses. Do the Indiana Pacers have more or less?
I think that unlike the Heat, the Pacers have had a lot of days and a lot of losing days. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to say more.
He says more, and the answer is more by
one.
They have one more loss.
So if you guys think you're confident moving forward,
so if the Heat lose today, then that is, as of right now, this moment, the answer is more.
I fact checked it after I watched the video, and it was wrong. They have the same.
All right, back to John. It's all tied up. 1 apiece here. John, moving into the second round. The Indiana Pacers have 126 playoff losses. Do the Trailblazers have more or less?
The Trailblazers. They had a lot of. Man, I have no reference for how many 126 is. I just have to go. I'm going to go with more.
Well, the Heat have 125 for reference.
There's a reference.
Thank you. Yes. I'm going to say that the Blazers have more, and that's just like a shot, and it's a 50-50. It's a coin
shot in the dark. He says more, and the answer is...
Hey!
More. Quite a bit more.
Yeah, that's a lot more.
Bill Walton and Clyde Drexler days, I guess.
Yeah.
Should have been a layup, maybe, but nobody's safe here.
Doesn't matter.
All right.
Doesn't matter.
Trailblazers have 155 playoff losses. Mason in round 2. Do the Milwaukee Bucks have more or less?
155 is so many, and like, what it was.
How do you know? How do you know?
Because it's 20 more than.
It's because 85% of men are curious what breast milk tastes like.
Yeah,
it's true. That's true.
And I don't know. I feel like Milwaukee hasn't been in the playoffs that much pre-Giannis, post-Lou Alcindor. I'm going to say less.
He says less, and the answer is...
Oh, that's crazy.
So I specifically remember that the Bucks have about 150 playoff wins, and I think you're forgetting the Ray Allen days.
Yeah, I guess. But even then, that wasn't that long of a period.
Not too many days.
There's like 5
Bro, how
years.
did you not get that? How did you know that?
How did I not know by one?
Do you watch
Jeez.
basketball?
Jeez, do you even watch basketball? Okay.
All right. Over to Carter now. To go into tied for first place. Milwaukee Bucks have 156 playoff losses. Do the Utah Jazz have more or less?
Outside of the Stockton Malone days, I don't think they have enough days. We're gonna go less.
He says less, and the answer is
wow. I would have said more. I think because they were in the finals so much, and then on top of that, Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert
just by volume,
losing a lot.
I think Carter was thinking like, oh, they've mostly not made the playoffs, but the Jazz actually mostly make the playoffs and get exited in the first or second round.
That is true.
Yeah.
Carter also tries to play the game within the game. How many mores can I do in a row?
He just he does try and get into Casey's head.
That did not factor in that term though.
Okay.
Well, we'll see where it goes. John,
next time.
John, your Utah Jazz have 157 playoff losses. You have the lead right now, by the way, to retain the lead through this round. Do the Phoenix Suns have more or less playoff
How many
losses?
rounds? How many rounds?
And if you get it wrong,
this is round 3. We have 5 rounds.
Yeah.
If you get it wrong, you don't like the Jazz.
That's true. It's like there's added pressure because it's my team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just going to answer on principle here that I just have to believe the Jazz are better than the Suns. So I'm going to say that the Suns have more losses than the Jazz.
Wow.
He says more.
Top out.
And the answer is...
Wow.
That's like twice that I just have. I've just taken 50-50 shots and they worked.
You got the magic in you, kid.
I don't deserve the win today, guys. I'm going to be honest. If I get the win, I don't deserve it.
You might not get it. Mason.
It's true.
The Phoenix Suns have 160 playoff losses. Do the Chicago Bulls, the Chicago Bulls, do they have more or less than 160 playoff losses?
Well, okay. Pre-Pippen, they were losing a lot in the first round.
Yep.
They
were making it a lot and losing a lot.
Pre-Pippen, they were losing a lot in the first round. Pre-Pippen, okay, I've made my point. Anyway, I gotta say less. There's no way. Like outside of Mike and D Rose days, they're not in the playoffs that much. It's got to be less.
It's gotta be. He says less.
Gotta be.
The answer is.
That's crazy.
More.
Wow.
They make the playoffs a lot and lose a lot, I feel like.
But like, I don't know, in between Jordan and Rose, how many times did they make the playoffs? Twice?
Probably they got outed in the first round a bunch of times that we're not remembering.
I guess you don't remember first round
East.
losses.
You can make it with a losing record.
Yeah, you don't remember first round losing teams.
Yeah. All right,
to Carter now to slide into second place here, sole possession of second place. The Chicago Bulls have 162 playoff losses. Do the New York Knicks have more or less?
We're gonna have to go to Siri here. Hold on.
What?
Heads or
Siri?
tails?
Heads or tails?
Okay.
She didn't listen.
She didn't.
Heads or
Siri.
tails?
She wants no part of heat check. It's a scary
She's
game.
not sure she understands. We're gonna say less.
He says less, and the
Siri
answer
Absolutely screwed my bit there,
Dang it, Siri.
and I needed her to not.
Wow, 200
Come on.
playoff losses.
Siri would have gotten it right.
no,
We
198.
got the chat saying days now.
very
I like
slow
it.
Real
days,
quick
Jerry
yeah,
Sloan
for
you're
days.
the
right.
next one.
Nope.
No,
How'd I
go
forget
ahead.
legendary shooting guard Jerry Sloan?
All right, back to John with the 2-point lead. You can clinch victory with this one, John.
Oh,
The New
man.
York Knicks have 198 playoff
We're
losses.
going mobile. No, we're not. For lags.
But do the Detroit Pistons have more or less?
I felt I was surprised that you just 50-50'd it on the Knicks because I feel like just by volume, like they had a bunch of
Yeah,
wins.
probably.
They had a bunch. Like I just feel like by volume they must have a bunch of bull.
I was just really committed to my coin toss.
Yeah,
bit,
you
and then
you
Siri
really
screwed
wanted
it up.
to. I appreciate commitment to the bit. So by volume alone, I gotta think that the Knicks have more wins. So I'm gonna say less than 100. The Pistons have less
198
than
is gonna be
198.
like the most, right? Maybe Celtics or
No,
Lakers?
the Celtics and Lakers
clear
and the
everyone,
Sixers.
everything.
Yeah, the Celtics,
Okay.
Lakers, and Sixers are walkaways in both
Okay.
categories. Yeah,
See, I'm at a
John-
disadvantage not having last week.
that's true. Mason wasn't here last week, and that makes it harder for him.
Still tied for second, though.
Yeah, I don't.
All right.
I didn't
John says-
memorize from last time like John did. So
John says
John
less.
studied the film.
John says less, and the answer is
Well, they have a lot though.
they do
They
have
do
a
have a lot.
That was close.
183. Wow.
Pistons are
Close.
historically like pretty amazing. I guess that makes sense.
John's had like a bunch that were within like one or two, and he's just been guessing. So I mean, hey,
That one was less
good.
of a. It felt more like a hypothesis than a guess on that one.
It was
you
less
know?
of a guess, but that one was closer than you thought it would be. So this game could go either way. You never know. All right. So moving on to Mason. This is important now. So who can grab second place here? The Detroit Pistons have 183 playoff losses. Do the Golden State Warriors have more or less?
Well, they got the current dynasty. They got the We Believe days. They got the Wilt days. They got the Nate Thurman
They got
days.
lots of days.
I feel like they got to be more. I've guessed less twice in a row, and I've been wrong. I'm gonna go with more.
Oh no! Don't get in Casey's head.
He says more, and the answer is
Oh my god, I'm bad at this. I'm horrible at this game. This is not my game.
Playoff losses. Casey picks these obscure stat. Well, actually, the other ones you've picked aren't that obscure. Playoff losses is an obscure stat though. Like who knows that?
I mean, not you guys.
Not me,
John.
apparently.
John, you do. John's
Yeah,
4 for 4.
you.
Yeah, I mean sometimes you chuck up a shot and it goes in. You know, and that happened twice,
That's it, baby. That's it. All right, Carter, to you
Give
to end
yourself
this
some more
round
credit.
before the final round to get into second place here, to put yourself in a good spot. The Golden State Warriors have 172 playoff losses. Do the Atlanta Hawks have more or less?
oh, I didn't even catch it, but it landed on heads. So we're going more.
How did you make
Yeah, how did-
Flip a
heads.
penny.
decide that? You didn't flip a coin for that one?
Let's go
Yeah, no, I
because
got a penny.
the Ducks have heads. You know,
Because the Hawks have
Heads more.
because the Hawks have heads. yeah.
Warriors are
Warriors do
headless
not
war-
have heads.
Okay, you said more, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, he says more, and the answer is
Wow.
more.
Go. The
Hawks
penny.
have a lot of losses.
Abe
Oh,
Lincoln
boy.
knows ball. Let's go.
Yeah, Abe Lincoln knows ball.
All right,
Okay. I'm gonna go with. So go ahead, Casey. Say the part.
John. The Atlanta Hawks have 223 playoff losses. You already have first place sewn up, but just for fun, just to run the whole thing, to be perfect today, do the Philadelphia 76ers have more or less than 223 playoff losses?
I'm gonna go the same principle that I went with on the Knicks, and I do remember that like it was Lakers and Celtics that had way more wins than anybody, but then the next was the Sixers, and they had quite a bit more wins than the next team. So I'm gonna say that just by volume, they also have a lot of losses, and I'm gonna say that they have more losses than the 223 that the Hawks have.
He says more. Is it more? Yes, it is. It was
Close,
close. Close
Dude,
on
how have
that.
the Hawks had so many playoff losses? They just get to the playoffs all the time and lose. I don't remember how many wins they had though.
They got put out by LeBron like 200 years in a row.
You know, I think that's kind of a misconception the way you're thinking about
Basketball.
losses, because you can accumulate a lot more losses by advancing and just losing a few throughout the series.
Well, that's what I was thinking with both Sixers and Knicks, is that it's just like just by pure playoff show up rate that they have a lot. But
That's true. Yeah. All right. Last two questions coming up. This will decide our second placer. If we have a tie, we'll do a tiebreaker real quick. But to Mason now, gotta get it, gotta have it.
The Lakers have been to like 200 billion finals. There's no way it's not more. There's
All right.
got to be more.
just
I'll
say,
ask
yeah,
the
the whole
question.
thing for the audio people, yeah.
The Philadelphia 76ers have 234 playoff losses. Mason, do the Lakers have more or less?
The Lakers have more than 234 playoff losses.
He says the Lakers have more. Do the Lakers have more? The Lakers do have more.
They have more. A lot more.
314 playoff losses. That's another one on the books. We're currently at a tie.
And then Carter gets
can
the
end
top
it right
one.
here.
So, if I remember correctly,
Carter,
I picked
the Los Angeles Lakers have 314 playoff losses. Do the Boston Celtics have more or less for second place?
If I remember correctly, I picked the Lakers over the Celtics last time because all of Boston's days were when they played like 4 games in the playoffs. So, like total. So, we're going to say the Lakers have more. Boston has less playoff losses.
He says Boston has less. Is he correct for second place? The answer is...
So close, though. Why are we so close to the other teams? That worries me.
Oh,
yes.
Ooh,
Wow.
that's close. That's
Very
really
close.
close. So the Celtics had 312. Lakers had 314.
It's crazy how neck and neck those two franchises are.
Yes. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to do.
That was heat check.
Yes. Thank you for heat check, Casey. Good game, everybody. So it was John first, Mason Mason.
John
Carter
with 5,
second.
Mason with 2, Carter with 3.
Yes.
Not my game.
Finito.
Not your game. Not your game. You shot 40% though. If you were shooting threes,
I
you'd be
shot
doing
better
pretty
than Dolph Schays.
good. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he was 38% career shooter from 50 feet away in the 50s. You know why he was shooting so far away?
I just went to check. The Lakers have 60 more playoff wins than the Celtics, but then only 2 more playoff losses.
So the Lakers are, I guess, objectively better in the playoffs than them.
There you go. And also, when I looked it up on StatMuse, Tristan Thompson was the picture they decided to show to represent the entire history of the Lakers franchise.
Tristan Thompson perfectly represents the Lakers.
He's the next jersey getting retired for that 1 ounce of hope in that one game in the series that got swept.
All right. Casey is going to let everybody know that we are about to do the jersey winner announcement. Also, I don't have a like check. Do you have a like check, Casey? I'll do a like check.
I do. We have 53 as far as I see right now. Yep.
53. So we owe y'all 2 $25 gift cards right now. If you get it to 75, we owe you 3 $25 gift cards. We're going to do those in our private community afterwards on playback.tv/triplecross. There's a link in the description. We'll also be doing a little game stream there. So if you're like, man, will you guys wrap up so I can watch this game? We're going to be watching the game together there. That's how we're going to do it. Right now it's 2016, 2:54 left to play in the first quarter. So, pretty much what you'd expect. They're playing basketball. It's the finals. They both want to win.
Nice.
Cool. So, yeah, while we're waiting for people to file in for the jersey winner announcement, I don't know, we got to do something really quick.
We do have results. If you want to check the results for me, John, of that last poll for the last spot in the bracket, I do believe we have a result there between Dolph and Wilt.
That's true. Yes. Yeah. If you want to talk about
casuals, are going to vote for Wilt.
Wilt the Quilt because he covers you.
You're calling them casuals. Wilt the Quilt is.
I don't know. It just came to me.
I think he already has a nickname. Yeah.
I made it
real
up.
Ball knowers. Yeah, nothing like Carter, who knows Dolph Schays is the real deal.
We were watching the same tape, right? I mean,
yeah,
we're all towering 6'8", shooting from beyond the arc that didn't exist.
Beyond 12 feet.
He didn't even get extra points for those. He just was doing it for fun. Okay, yep, it is not close. So ending poll, Wilt is the runaway. Well, not runaway, but looks like it was about 33 votes. Wilt, 57% of the vote. Dolph, 42% of the vote.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know if you're a mathematician, but that adds up to 99. I don't know.
Yeah.
The other one. The 1%ers did not vote. That's okay.
The 1% went to Dolph's shooting percentage.
The 1% were still just like, I'm just still on the breast milk thing. Like, can we talk about that? Yeah. What was the result of that one? Is that it's that Josh Hart's nasty. Okay. Cool. Little chat check here. Oh, most of you guys were playing. How did you all do in heat check? Because everybody plays along, and what Carter and I also learned.
People are doing pretty well.
What Carter and I also learned last time is that the chat is not reliable. Do not trust the chat. Antoinette, well, let's get to the jersey. Yeah, sorry, we will.
No, Antoinette, we do have this.
Damn, Antoinette.
Damn.
We will
She's
be doing
got her
that
own breast milk to try. She's busy.
It's like
with a lull and a period. That's
And Swinette, we will get to that in just a few minutes. But if you are waiting, we are waiting for some more people to be in just a second to hear the announcement for that giveaway. But in the meantime, if you want to get ahead of the game, we'll be doing that drawing over on Playback. So, and we'll be doing our other swag giveaways over on Playback as well. So if you have not already, look into the link in the description of this video to Playback. It is in there. Join us over on Playback. Yep, playback.tv/triplecross. Join us over there. It can take a second to make an account if you haven't been over there before. That's where we'll be doing some of our giveaways in just a few minutes. So head on over there if you haven't already.
Yeah,
because it'll take a second to get ready.
The people playing heat check with us, this was in the Suns section, I think. Sarah said more, Suns less, more, less. And then inevitably somebody just has to jump in with some commentary. Nico Mendez.
Nico does not like the Phoenix Suns.
Sun will never win a championship. Period. Facts. Laugh. 100. He's hard. He's sure. He's sure that the Suns will never win a championship. We didn't talk about Frank Vogel. You don't think Frank Vogel is going to take him to the promised land? And they also waived CP3. Do you guys want to talk about that for a second while everybody comes in? Good move, bad move. Carter, what do you think?
I imagine
Mason had something to say, but that's all right. I just passed it to Carter. Mason was wide open, waiting for the ball. That's all right. Carter, you go first this time. Switch it up.
Okay. It depends what they said to him before, because it seems like he might just re-sign for cheaper.
You think so?
It's all planned. I don't know.
Well, I mean, Lakers Twitter, which is always just a fun place to be, is like, hey, get this guy before and let's get rid of D'Lo, because that makes a lot of sense. I would definitely want CP3 over D'Lo. Mason, what do you have to say about it?
Well, after the report of him getting waived came out, there was another report that Shams put out that it was like he might re-sign for cheap, or they might somehow work out a trade. So
yeah,
I don't even totally know what's going on, but I think it makes sense for the Suns, honestly, if they can get a little bit of extra cap space. I feel like he's not really the piece they need next to Book and KD.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he's just veteran presence at this point. He's Kevin Love. By the way, how old do you think Kevin Love is without looking it up?
34.
Yeah, you got it right. All right. Kevin, doesn't he seem so much older than that? He is not moving like a 30.
Maybe if I wasn't a Cavs fan.
Yeah, that's true. You were. Matt said, how do I obtain my gift card? So the way that we're going to do the gift cards, 25, every 25 likes on the video, we're going to do $25 gift cards. We're doing those on playback.tv/triplecross after the show. You can go over there now and you can watch the show there now. And then the jersey winner announcement, that we're going to do that in just a second on the show. Casey's got the status of that. Casey has maybe a time countdown for that when he's not busy. He's busy at the moment. What else didn't we cover? Is there anything else we need to talk about, guys, before we get out of here? It's 22-22 with 51 seconds left in the first quarter, by the way.
Cody Zeller is on the court.
I mean, okay, well, maybe it was too close to the game. Usually all of the players and all of the coaches and everyone who works in and around the NBA is watching the show, and it's just all them learning using burners. So for example, William Starkey is actually John Starks. Ryan Saunders is actually Kyle Korver. I don't know why I said
Kyle just Korver. Coach Saunders.
I said Kyle Korver because Ryan Saunders felt like this inherently white dude name. And if somebody says NBA white guy, I'm like Kyle Korver. He's just a classic white dude,
All right, John. So we do have some people coming in now. If you're just joining us now for the jersey announcement giveaway, we are getting to that in just a couple of minutes. We have a question here as some more people are flooding. Awesome Angel says, can you guys put the game here? So because of copyright purposes, Angel, we cannot put it on YouTube. But that is one of the perks of going to Playback, which is where we're all going to be headed in just a second for some more giveaways. Are we doing the jersey giveaway here on YouTube too, John, or just on
we'll do the jersey giveaway on YouTube. So we're going to announce the jersey giveaway
and then we have two more giveaways for NBA swag that'll be over on Playback. So
yep. And if you can get the video to 75 likes, 3 more giveaways on Playback. $25 giveaway.
That's 10 likes away from now to potentially get one more giveaway over on Playback afterwards. And you can also be watching this stream over on Playback right now. So don't worry. If you want to go over there, make your account, get logged in, you'll still see what's going on over here. So that's my spiel there. I think we're just about ready to do it. I'm going to go ahead and make sure we're all set here, fellas.
Yeah. You want to pull it up? Okay, give Casey a second to pull it up. I want to call out this person, Smizn. I love some of the usernames that we get in here. Whose burner is that, do you think, Mason?
Smism? That's got to be oh man, who is that?
Ooh, that's a new segment. Whose burner is this?
Whose burner is this?
We just pull up the chat and say, "Oh, this is
that's Josh Giddey." Actually, look at the hair in the filter. Like Josh Giddey is a player who would have like a filter in a profile picture.
Smizn is clearly Josh Giddey's burner. Donna Medina, hey, whose burner is that, Carter?
Oh man,
Mitchell. It's DM. It's Donovan Mitchell.
There you go. I was
look at IR fan trying to cover.
My mind went Zion.
Where's the IR fan? Oh, Irfan.
I got
Irfan. IR.
No, not that one. Not that one. I got a real account.
I got a real account. Who were you before? See? Were you a fake account before?
Like he's clearly trying to cover it up.
Yeah. Whose burner is that, Mason?
That's Irfan Ursan Ilyasova.
Oh wow. Yeah, Mason. I think the game of whose burner is that is just Mason coming up with obscure NBA references. That's what the game
Ursan
really is.
Ilyasova was in the league for a long time.
No, I'm not saying he wasn't. I just never would have thought of that, like off the top, you know.
Okay, yeah. I gotcha.
Okay, I think. Go ahead. Yeah.
I have a fun video I can show you guys that I saw earlier this week. It's a song called "White American Basketball Players." It's like 20. It's like 20 seconds. I'll show it to you.
It's only 20 seconds long.
It's 20 seconds because there's like 2 of them.
Because there's not very many. Yeah.
Hold on, you'll see.
Does it?
American NBA players, they got podcasts, they got nice hair. Spot up shooters who get hounded on defense, assuming that they went to Duke. It's not a crazy pretense. White American NBA players, when you inbound pass, you better beware. They come off the bench.
Why was Colin Sexton in there?
Your uncle's favorite player, but you don't ask why. White American, white American, white American. The European white guys look scary.
Why was Jokic in there? They didn't have enough B-roll.
Well, the end says European white guys are scary.
Yeah.
And
I heard it.
And also Colin Sexton was there because the picture was TJ McConnell diving after the ball, but I don't think the quality was very good with me putting the camera up to the screen.
I gotcha. All right, let's do this jersey giveaway winner announcement. I guess let's go. It's going. Yeah. Casey, hit go. I like
Thank y'all for being here. Take this time to please subscribe to our channel. If you're listening back to this on audio after the fact, please rate and review our podcast. Hit the like button on YouTube. Hit the bell to get notifications so that you can join us live to make sure you're eligible to win all these live giveaways. And the winner to this jersey giveaway is Tara Schaefer.
Whose burner is that, Mason?
Well, now I just feel like I should play. How many random NBA players can I name? That's Jamario Moon's burner.
Jamario Moon, congrats. Tara Schaefer, also congrats if it's not a burner, which is highly unlikely. She is from Ohio, though. Fun fact for you, Carter.
Ohio up top.
Andy. Yes. Yeah, that's right. You're from Ohio as well. So, Tara, if you are watching, reach out to triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com to claim your jersey if you entered to win. So here's the deal. If you entered any of the jersey giveaways, Marcus Smart, Jamal Murray, Bam Adebayo, Tyrese Maxey, Austin Reeves, did I say all of them? Or the weekly giveaway, you're still entered. So if you entered once, you're still entered every week. There's probably going to be one more week. I'm guessing because I'm doing it through the whole playoffs. So as long as we do a show next week, if the playoffs are still going, there's going to be one more week. Everybody head over right now to playback.tv/triplecross. We are going to do some $25 gift card giveaways for NBA swag over on playback.tv/triplecross. I'm going to do a hard out for the audio version of the podcast. I'm going to let it run for a second after that so that you guys can tell me if it's not really working for you. And then we're just going to head over to playback. So everybody go there now, playback.tv/triplecross. Everyone, thank you for watching the show today. Make sure you come back next week, find out if you won the jersey giveaway, the weekly jersey giveaway, because you're still entered. If you are listening on audio, an audio platform, please rate us 5 stars. Please review the podcast. It's very helpful for the audio platforms to know to show the podcast to other people like you who like the same kinds of shows that you like. If you're watching on video, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified when we're live. Every time we're live, we're giving stuff away, right? We don't really go live without giving stuff away, so you want to get notified when we're live. I think that's all the things. Did I say all the things, Casey?
That sounds right to me.
Yep, I think I said all the things. Everybody follow Carter. He's over there. Everybody follow Carter on Instagram at NBA District. Everybody follow Mason on Instagram at real.nba.quotes. It's pretty funny. Carter makes like really good content. Mason just goes for the cheap laughs. Both are good. Follow me and Casey on Instagram and on Twitter at TripleCrossJohn, at Niners_fanman. Thanks for being here. Everybody go over to Playback now. Playback.tv/TripleCross. We're going to be silent for a second, and then it's over. Let's go. All right, there's our hard out for the pod. Yeah, that's good. Put that up for a second. Carter, Mason, you guys are good. Free to go.
All right.
You guys can go to Playback if you want, but you probably just going to want to start watching the game. I get it.
Yes. See you guys. Thank you for having us, as always.
Yeah. Yes, next time. All right. If you're still on YouTube, there's 46 of you. Go over to Playback right now. Link in description. Playback.tv/TripleCross. That's where we're continuing the party. That's where the after party is. I'm going to mute
party
here.
Like a Triple Cross party.
Also, if you're on YouTube watching, so if you're on Playback right now, you're just watching the YouTube stream. That's okay. It's totally normal. If you're having a hard time with the volume, then you wouldn't be able to hear this. But for all the people still on YouTube, underneath the screen, there's like a muted volume sound icon. I don't know how else to say that. It's a sound icon. It's the same on everything you do. Undo that, and then there's stream audio, and that is like what's on the screen, and then there's screen, and then there's stage audio, and that is going to be me and Casey here in a second. I'm going to mute here on YouTube. If you are on YouTube and you're having a hard time getting to Playback, you can chat in, and I will try and help you, but I'm going to be silent on YouTube, and I'm going to head over to Playback, and I'm going to get the game streaming over there. That's what I'm going to do.
Let's do it. All right, I guess I will stay live here on YouTube for the time being as John's flipping over to Playback. Again, just another plug to remember to subscribe to our channel. Like the video, please. That helps us out a ton. And also remember to hit the bell icon. That really is the best way to try to win stuff on our channel. Aside from joining our Playback community, which is where we're all headed right now. So hit the bell icon, subscribe to the channel, join us over on Playback. That's pretty much my spiel. I'm going to go over and hang out with John and the other guys over on Playback. We got a good crew of about 30 people over there right now. If you're not in it, you can be. So do it.